Hey everybody, welcome back to Cody Tarot. I'm your tarot reader, Cody. So for today's pick a card, we have Who Has a Crush on You? So we're basically going to be doing, I've done this type of pick a card before, I've done this question before, but I'm just filming another one because, you know, our crushes can change over time and we can develop new ones, or new people can develop crushes on us. And yeah, I just wanted to get another one of these crush readings out there. So what we're going to cover today is basically kind of like how your crush is flirting with you. That came up in the readings today. I actually already filmed the readings, so we got a lot of good information. Also, we have some tarot cards, and I also drew some astro dice for like zodiac signs too, so we can kind of see what their zodiac signs could be. And we drew physical characteristics. Yeah, I forgot about that. But we drew physical characteristics to what type of physical traits about your body or physical aspects about you that they also are attracted to as well. So let's get into the groups. We have 3 groups in front of us. Group 1 is the blue Aragonite. Group 2 is the Snakeskin Agate. Group 3 is the Tiffany stone. So those are your groups. So if you want to pause the video here, if you need more time to pick your crystal, please feel free to do so. With that said though, without further ado, we are going to get into the reading, starting with group number 1 with the blue Aragonite. Hey group 1, this is if you chose the blue Aragonite. Such a really cool looking stone. I like that it has like multiple colors and layers to it. It's a really nice stone. I have laundry going on in the background, so I apologize if you guys can hear that, but I really wanted to film this pick a card. It just felt like a good time. My energy was up. It felt like a good time to film. So here we are. To start off the reading, I'm going to pull 3 oracle cards, 1 to represent your person and 2 to represent the story behind this crush connection, and a moonology card to get further information about this connection. I'm actually not going to be pulling too many of my typical love oracle cards, so I'm going to be trying to read love out of other oracle cards. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, let me start with the card to represent your person, for the person who has a crush on you. Need 1 card from this archetype deck to represent who has a crush on group 1. And I'm feeling drawn to pull this card. We have student. Interesting. And then I also want to get a wisdom of the oracle card, and we have here and now and milk and honey. I'm going to take both of them, so we'll put those right there. Let me see if I can just keep them like that maybe, or something. And then I want to get that moonology card for you guys. You know what, I just thought of this for group 1. I'm going to do it for the rest of the groups. I think I'm going to pull physical features of what your crush likes about you. Like, what physical aspect of your body does your crush like about you, basically. So we'll get physical traits too. So with the moonology card, we have your hard work is paying off. Wow, and it's funny that I said that with physical traits. Maybe you guys have been working on your body lately, or maybe you've been working on your appearance, or maybe you've bought some different clothing or something like that, or maybe you're putting in a lot of effort into self-development, and so you're kind of getting this glow from within. There's something about, like, just because I pulled this card while talking about the physical traits and thinking of that while I pulled this card, it's like there's certain aspects about your physical body. It's like you're working really hard towards like achieving a specific goal, either for like self-care or self-love or something like that, or you're just like putting in time and energy in the gym or something like that. There's something like that with your hard work is paying off. That kind of consistent effort is gonna pay off. Okay, and then I'm just gonna be drawing some basic tarot cards for the rest of the information for this reading. We have the King of Pentacles. What else needs to come out for group 1? This card flipped and it wanted to come out, so I'm taking it. We have the Moon. We have the Four of Pentacles. And these cards want to come out. I'm going to take all three of them. They kind of flipped out all together. So I was going to only take one more card, but we got three. So it's going to be more information than expected. So I think that, let me make sure this is kind of, my biggest pet peeve is like, it's funny because it always happens in my videos, is like the cards not lining up with like the angle of the camera. I guess I could just angle the camera differently. Let me do that. Sorry guys, it's taking some time. Scroll ahead if you don't want to deal with this part of the reading. Let me see if, okay. Yeah, I just want to get the cards kind of angled the correct way. So let's see here. Okay, I'm like seeing so many messages and they're all kind of different. And I feel called to start the reading now. I didn't really get to finish looking over the cards, but I feel called to start the reading now and just dive right into it because I want to get these messages out before I forget them. So we have here with student, this is representative of your person and kind of how they are approaching you or what you can kind of see in this person as someone, like how they're represented, how this person who has a crush on you is represented. So a student, we have humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. I feel like this person approaches you in a student role. So for example, this person has a crush on you. They come at you with a lot of questions. They kind of put themselves in the student position to you and kind of ask you a lot of like questions about love or life or whatever topic or area of interest you have expertise in. This person wants to know more, but it's interesting. They also have a crush on you. It's like they're using this curiosity or they're using their own curiosity towards you as kind of like a flirting technique, if that makes sense. There is this whole combination of, you know, them trying to learn from you or learn lessons from you or life lessons from you as a way to flirt with you. It's like they want to put you on a pedestal in a way, like make you kind of higher than them. This person might be attracted to people who are intelligent or attracted to people who possess like a wealth of knowledge. And so I'm definitely seeing something along the lines of them just basically being in the student role and asking you maybe lots of questions about whatever your area of expertise is, or kind of like really curious about how you go about things. This person just, I'm feeling a lot of curiosity. Like there's a strong sense of curiosity that I'm getting with this person. I do feel like this person with the Six of Cups in reversed is not necessarily someone who is young at heart. So sometimes students are people who kind of put themselves in a learning role, kind of have more of an innocent or a naive view of things. Or they kind of are represented by like a more childlike demeanor. Not this person. This person is like asking you questions and kind of very curious about your life. But there's something that's very adult-like about this person. We see this again here at the Four of Pentacles. They're very almost like closed off and hardened because of life, if that makes sense. This person also suffers with a lot of anxiety. They have a strong sense of intuition, but it's being blocked by their anxiety, basically. Yeah, with your hard work is paying off, I'm mainly seeing this as like what's kind of like attracting them to you, right? It's like they see that you're a hard worker or whatever field or area of expertise you're in, you've put in a lot of effort. You really do the most to like to achieve success, right? We have that Capricorn energy and that's all about achieving success, right? And so there's kind of like this energy that like, they see you as this person who like puts in the necessary effort to achieve their goals. And so they're kind of curious to learn that about you, but it's almost like this student role is like a facade for like a deeper, more kind of intimate fulfillment, if that makes sense. We see that they kind of do want to learn from you. That's like true. They do want to learn from whatever you're providing or teaching them, but you will be able to tell with this person because they're kind of more curious about Like you would notice them like checking you out, basically. Like this person would be asking you questions about like your job or your work or whatever your area of expertise is in. Like I mentioned with the fitness goals, if you guys are into fitness and stuff like that, maybe they're asking you questions about the gym or something like that, or like how you work out or something like that. But I don't know why for some of you I'm getting artist, like they're asking you about how you make your art or something like that. That just came through. But whatever your area of expertise is, they're asking you questions about it, but you can kind of tell that they're not exactly super interested in the topic, if that makes sense. Like you can tell they're kind of like, if you picked up that there's like an underlying motive behind their questions, like they're trying to learn from you, but you're not quite sure why they're trying to learn from you, or you're like, why are you interested in this? Like you don't seem like the type. That's because they're actually interested in you. They're very curious about you. They want to like get to know you. And we see with the moon here, there's a little bit of an illusion, like they don't really know how to approach you besides this kind of role of like asking you questions and you kind of teaching them things. With King of Pentacles here, I am seeing that this person is like secretly really abundant and rich in knowledge themselves. They have kind of either a lot of money or they're pretty well off or something like that. But I'm seeing this as more of like a hidden thing. Like they might not reveal this side of themselves to you in a way, because I feel like they're trying to put themselves into this student role to like, they want you to feel superior to them, because that's like their flirting technique, if that makes sense. Even though with King of Pentacles, they really are a master of something that they do themselves. So they really don't need the knowledge. That's why it seems superficial. They're not really trying to learn something specific from you. They're actually using it as like a flirting technique. One thing that I'm seeing with the Nine of Wands here is this person is sick of being single. Like that's one thing that and it wears down on them. Like it kind of wears on them, the single life. It's almost like they really want to have a partner, but they're not quite sure how to manifest that partner. We see here with Milk and Honey, the first thing that came to mind with this card is they find you very attractive. And we're going to pull physical traits in a little bit. But I'm saying that there could be something about your skin that they find very beautiful or something like that. With the rainbow here, this also could be a same-sex crush. So this could be someone who, you know, is like in the LGBT community or something like that, where they basically like, this might be someone who's like the same sex as you that might be attracted to you, or this might be a situation where you might not be attracted to this person because this person is kind of like attracted to you and like, but you're, how do I put this? Like if you're a woman watching my channel, for an example, this could be another woman that's attracted to you, but maybe you're not attracted to them. You just can't really figure out their motivation. They might not seem like, you know, because they're not a guy that's into you or hitting on you, you might like pass this person over or something like that. And that's for some of you. That might not be for everyone. And every one of you, like if the reading's resonating for someone who is, you know, the sex that you're interested in, that's probably what is happening, right? This is just a sign for some of you that this could be an LGBTQ kind of connection. And for some of you, this could just be a same-sex kind of experience or something like that. That someone's into you, and that is kind of like, if you open yourself up to it, you might have like an experience like that, which could, you know, can be pretty cool. With here and now, I feel like this person brings you into the present moment. So something that you're going to recognize with this person, when they're asking you questions about your area of expertise and stuff like that, one thing they do is they kind of bring you into the present moment. And this is kind of an energetic thing. I feel like this person, when you're with them, they have this ability to make you kind of see your surroundings in a clearer, more sharper sense. So I feel like after you leave with this person, you start noticing details in your environment. Like after you have a conversation with them, like when you leave and you're like walking away, it's like you notice like, whoa, I never noticed that type of flower in that corner of the room before, and like the vibrant purple hues of that particular flower. They kind of make you see the color in life, is kind of what I'm seeing, especially with Milk and Honey here in the here and now. There is interesting like things right here with, we have this like symbol of the past pointing to the past and the future, and there's two signs, and this little, is it a child? Looks like a little child with a red flag is sitting on this like egg, right? And there's a doorway. I feel like they kind of get you, this person that has a crush on you, they in a way have this ability to get you to kind of, and also in this way, you guys are very compatible with this person, but they have this way of getting you to kind of not think about the past and not think about the future and not worry so much. You know, it's interesting because they have a lot of worries, but I'm also saying this moon card is a way of like, they kind of dispel other people's worries, if that makes sense. Even though they have a little bit of anxiety themselves, they have a way of like dispelling the worries of others. With this Five of Pentacles card here, I'm seeing that they might want to take care of you, or there might be some sort of a caretaker vibe where they want to take care of you or like provide for you or something like that. But they feel like you are the type of person, with your hard work is paying off, a new moon in Capricorn, that has to be the superior person, if that makes sense. Like they feel like you are kind of the center of your life and the center stage, right? And they kind of secretly want to like take care of you and nurture you. With the King of Pentacles here, they have a lot of wealth to provide, a lot of care to provide. King of Pentacles, like in the most stereotypical fashion, always reminds me of that guy who has so much money that he starts giving it to charities or investing it in certain companies. Like he has money to work with, right? And so I'm definitely seeing something along those lines. Like they see you as this person that needs those kind of like financial resources. And so they want to help you out. They want to kind of help you out in that realm, you know, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, with the Four of Pentacles, they are a little bit closed off. They have an adult-like persona, and they do suffer from a little bit of anxiety. One thing I think that this person needs, whether if you're the type of person that can provide it or not, they need someone to help them like let loose a little bit and kind of have fun and to not take things so seriously. I see that one of the things that like happens with you, both of you, in your flirting techniques, it's like, or how they're flirting with you and why they kind of approach you the way they do, is because they don't really know how to flirt in a more fun, casual way. They kind of have to flirt in a very professional kind of like, I'm learning skills from you or something like that. And that's interesting because I feel like most of you, this person is not like someone that you actually know from school or from a place where you would be teaching someone something. It's like they kind of come at you from that angle, if that makes sense. So it could be someone you meet casually or in like a social situation that's not professional, but this person is someone who like acts professional around you. Like they're kind of like really stiff and they act kind of very mature. They don't really know how to let loose, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. But they are very, very attracted to you. And one thing that I'm seeing that I didn't mention before with the LGBT kind of thing is, one thing that might be interesting is they might be attracted to you because of like a same gender energy. So it might not even be that it's like a same sex situation. It might be like similar gender vibes or similar divine feminine, divine masculine. So for example, if this person's like very feminine, they're attracted to you because you are also very feminine. It's kind of like they're looking in the mirror, if that makes sense. So if they're very masculine, they're attracted to your masculine side. So this is kind of the vibe that this person is giving me. There is elements of like mirroring in this connection as well. They really don't want to be single. That's what this Nine of Wands is telling me right here. Like they've been single for far too long and they feel like it's getting in the way of their love life. They feel like they need to be back out in the field, back out in the action, and they really need to be kind of like living life to the fullest and like flirting and getting with people and kind of being romantic and finding someone to spend their time with and their life with or get into a new relationship. They're just tired of being single, basically. And it's funny, they might even like mention this or like casually bring it up in like a very subtle way. Like, you know, I've really been sick of being single, or, you know, I've just been single for far too long, or, no, you know, they might kind of downplay their desirability, like saying like, oh, you know, I'm not that desirable. How can I be desirable? I've been single for this long, or this, you know. So I feel like they downplay a little bit of their attractiveness in a sense because of how long they've been single. They feel like they're almost unworthy of love in that way. And I feel like you'll only pick this up in hints. Like they might joke about it a little bit. Like, yeah, I've been single for forever. So they might even, if you've been single for a while, they might joke with you about that or something like that. But yeah, this person doesn't really know how to flirt that well. they keep everything really professional, but you're gonna catch them like checking you out or like looking you up and down or something like that, even when they're asking you these like specific questions about life. Like they're not really paying attention to the answer. They're kind of asking you these questions and then kind of like dreamily looking at you as if you're this kind of like, well, because they have a crush on you, right? With the moon card, it is very dreamy. It's like they have this a way of kind of like looking at you that's like, they feel like, this person, like with milk and honey here too, it's like this person's a dream, you know? This person's like lovely to me. Like I'm gonna ask them questions, but I'm really just lost in the way they're talking or their beauty or something like that. And so I kind of see that you guys pick up a little bit on that being like not genuine, even though they just have different motives, if that makes sense. So you might pick up like, okay, this is weird. They're not actually listening to what I'm saying. So are they even care about what I'm telling them or the topics that I'm telling them about? And the truth is not really. You know, they might care somewhat, but for the most part, they have a pretty well-established sense of self in life. Basically, with the King of Pentacles, they already know their worth. They already know who they are. They might actually know who they are more than you guys watching this reading, which might seem shocking to you guys, but they have a strong sense of self. Let's see, let's pull some physical traits of what physically they like about you. Okay. We have chest. They really like your chest. So if you are a woman, they like your you-know-whats. And if you are a man, they're into your pecs. Legs, they like your legs. Something about your legs is really nice. Let's see. They're attracted to your nails. So that's something else that's really interesting. If you guys get your nails done or you have kind of like, you take care of your hands or something like that, they're really attracted to your nails and how you kind of take care of your nails. They like your feet, but I'm going to warn you guys, this feet card comes up in like every reading. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. They're attracted to your voice. That makes sense because that's why they're asking you questions about, they're asking you questions about, like things that you have to talk about or that you have to tell them about or that you have to teach them about. And so I think this is a way that they can kind of like listen to you more, is because they're kind of attracted to that aspect of you. They're really into your jaw. You guys might have a good jawline or something like that, or they're really into the shape of your jaw. And with that goes smile. They're really into your smile. They really have this thing for when you guys smile, it's like you light up a room or something, or they feel like you light up a room. You guys might not feel like that, but they feel like that. You light them up is basically what I'm seeing. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, that little jingle. That's my laundry finishing. And it came at a perfect timing because I was just thinking of wrapping up the reading. So yeah, actually I wanted to pull one more. I'm going to roll the astro dice for just the zodiac sign to get possible zodiac signs. I'm going to pull a couple. So possible this person could be an Aries. Possible this person could be a Scorpio. And possible this person could be an Aquarius. So those are the zodiac signs that I'm getting for you guys for this person. So take that if that resonates, if that's confirmation. Obviously, if this person is not that and the rest of the reading resonated, that's a sign as well. So take the zodiacs with a grain of salt. But yeah, so that's going to be it for the reading for group number 1. Thank you guys for letting me read for you. I really had fun. If you like this reading, please like or comment below. If you really enjoyed this reading, feel free to subscribe to my channel. We're always welcoming new subscribers here at Cody Tarot. I really had fun reading for you today, and I will catch you in the next pick a card. Bye, guys. Moving on to group 2 with this Snakeskin Agate. Hey group 2, this is if you picked the Snakeskin Agate. Such a cool stone. It really does look like snakeskin. I don't see this stone around on like other readers' channels, which is kind of interesting. But it's very prevalent where I live, and you can get it pretty easily. So let's get into your reading. I'm going to draw some oracle cards first. We're going to start with an archetype card to get your person's kind of personality. And then we are going to, this one wants to come out. We have Trickster, interesting. And then we're going to have some wisdom of the oracle cards. See which one wants to come out. We got 2 again for this one. So we had 2 for the last reading as well. So we'll put these up here. We have Yang and Y. And we're gonna pull a Moonology card for you guys to just get some further information. This card wants to come out. We have Work Through Your Fears, New Moon in Scorpio. And then we're gonna pull some tarot cards. Let me give them a quick shuffle. Hope you guys are doing well. I also want to let you know that we're pulling physical traits as well at the end of the reading, so stay tuned for that. That'll be like what they like about you physically. And I kind of just decided to do that in group 1, so I'm doing it for all the groups. Yeah, let's get some. I feel like drawing all your guys' tarot cards for this group. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see what you guys got going on here. Also apologize in the background, I'm doing my laundry, so if you hear that, just ignore it. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling called to start the reading before I've really looked over too many of the cards because there's some just general information that I want to get across. You guys might not actually be into the fact that this person has a crush on you. This could be someone that has a crush on you that if like once I give you this reading, you might be like, yeah, I'll take a pass. You know, I'm feeling that for a lot of you. For some of you, this is going to be like, it's literally like 90% of you, this is like a hard pass, right? And then for the other 10% of you, I see you guys looking at this person as almost like they're a soulmate, if that makes sense. Because this is such a unique type of individual and kind of like way that they go about dealing with you, essentially. So, yeah, it just depends on who's you guys watching, whether you kind of feel like this person is someone, but it's very like black and white. Like you'll know by the time the reading's over if like this is someone you'd want or someone you wouldn't want, you know, does that make sense? But this person definitely does have a crush on you. So let's get into it. One thing with the trickster person, like how this person flirts with you is they like to play little tricks on you, like little pranks on you, if that makes sense. Like this person, for the 90% of you, you could see them as very annoying. You could be like, oh my gosh, can they just stop? Like they're kind of constantly teasing me, constantly playing tricks on me. And for the other 10% of you that like this is your soulmate, you're gonna really like this factor. So the group is kind of split for this crystal basically, or this group 2. Yeah, one thing that they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to be more open to like surprises and the unknown, and like the way the universe kind of, the way they're trying to present themselves is they're trying to show you that life is not just about your routine or your structure, right? And we see that again here with the Emperor card in reverse. It's like they want to topple your routine or they want to topple your structure. They kind of want you to not lay down any solid foundations in life, if that makes sense. And they kind of want you to just kind of like ride the wind like they do. You know, they're kind of like this whirlwind that comes through every once in a while and kind of stirs things up. And they kind of want you to just like get swept away, you know? Think of yourself as like a sailboat on like a really calm day with a nice gentle breeze, and then all of a sudden a storm comes and the sailboat gets swept into the storm. They kind of want to take you on the roller coaster ride, right? That's how they flirt. It's kind of like they want to take you on that journey, that roller coaster ride, basically. This person definitely is a pot stirrer, if that makes sense. Like you can see them causing they might say certain things to you here and there that kind of cause drama, and you might like look at them, the 90% of you might look at them as kind of like you know, the ones that are not that into this person, you might look at them as like, why are you starting shit all the time? Like, why are you constantly getting, like, why are you trying to start shit? Like, I do not have beef with this person. Like, why are you trying to make me have beef with this person? If that makes sense. This person kind of gets involved in that way. With yang energy, this person has very masculine energy, divine masculine energy. They have this way of kind of always projecting their energy outward. So they're a very extroverted person. They have a very outward way of presenting their energy, if that makes sense. Yeah, with the why card here, I'm seeing that most of you are just like with that why. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Like, it's like there's no purpose to it. I see you seeing this person as like what they do around you. It's like you don't see it having a purpose. You're like, why are they doing this? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to everyone else. It's like no one feels that way in reality. Like, why are you doing this? If that makes sense. So I am seeing there is kind of like a question in that regard. Now, for those of you that are like, this is your person, you're the 10% of you that this is your person, and this is almost like a soulmate vibe. I'm seeing that one thing that you're very enticed by their energy, right? You find their energy refreshing, right? I feel like a lot of you kind of see your environment as dull or kind of like unchanging. And I feel like you feel stuck in your routines and you need to break out of them, if that makes sense. And so with the why card, I see you see this person as thought provoking for those 10% of you. There is an energy that this person provokes you to think differently, if that makes sense with their actions. So in a way, this reading is good because I am seeing two different types of people kind of being attracted to this pile. And I feel like it's good to see the good side of this person as well as the negative side of this person, if that makes sense. So when you're coming to this reading, whether this is someone you don't really like and you're like, oh, of course this person has a crush on me, or you're coming to this reading, this is someone's like, oh my gosh, they have a crush on me, I can't believe it. It's good to see the other side's point of view, if that makes sense. You're going to see this person, how people perceive them negatively, and you'll also see, as if you're on the side that perceives them negatively, you'll see how people perceive them positively. So we got that double-sided aspects to this person in this reading. We get to see all perspectives of this one person. And maybe some of you coming to this reading, you need to see all perspectives of this person just to see that, there's a fuller picture at play. I feel like this person likes to debate others. They like to really, they're kind of argumentative. The other thing that I was mentioning earlier with them kind of stirring the pot, they like to kind of get people to battle each other, if that makes sense, like in a playful way, not really in like a detrimental way, but they kind of want to stir the pot is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse right next to the Emperor, this is like double confirmation that they don't want to get stuck in your routine and they don't want you to get stuck in your routine. So for those 90% of you that are just like, I like my routine, like I don't want them near me because I like my lifestyle, like I don't want to change my lifestyle, I feel like that's kind of something that like this person does for people who feel like they're stuck in a position or a lifestyle that they want to get out of, right? They want more spontaneity. So yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like this person is more impulsive, and they don't really think too many things through. One thing that I'm seeing for the 10% of you, I feel like the 10% of you where this person has a crush on you, if you let them in, because I definitely see that in order to build a relationship with this person, you literally have to let them in. So that's something with the 90% of you. I feel like if you don't let this person in to your, like if you keep those barriers erected, this person can't get into like, how do I put this? To make a dent, basically, if that makes sense. So you don't have to worry about this person like being intrusive or anything like that because you just have to keep your barriers up. For those of you who are excited by this person and you're that 10% and you find this person thought-provoking, their energy refreshing, I see once you let them in, something that I'm seeing with this Six of Swords here is that there is some kind of deep traumatic thing that they had in their past or something they went through that they're going to open up to you about, and it's going to make you love them even more. A few things that are on the outsides here representing kind of like the superficial side. Like this is kind of the energy that's kind of like the active energy, but this is kind of like the energy that's kind of like almost like the superficial energy or the energy that they're going to treat either group with, basically. So for example, the 90% of you that don't really feel for this person, they're going to stand up for you no matter what. Even if you don't even let them in, there's something about the fact that they're attracted to you. They see you in a certain way where they're going to stand up for you and they're going to fight for what's right for you, if that makes sense. So it's interesting because they're a little bit of a mix of both. They kind of have this way of stirring the pot, but at the same time, when it comes to like justice for you, they stir the pot in a way that kind of gets the winds tilted in your favor, if that makes sense. Or so it seems, if that makes sense. You might not see it that way, but that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get your karma to you, basically. And for those of you that like this person, this will be something very, very refreshing, I feel. This will be kind of like someone who comes in and is like the hero that saves the day, essentially, and kind of rebalances life out. If you feel like you've been in an unfair position, for those 10% of you, I feel like this person comes in and balances the life, like your life out, essentially. With the Empress card here, this person finds you very, very attractive, like extremely attractive. I also see that there's something along the lines with this person that there is a certain fertility to both of you in your connection for the 90% and the 10%. If you were to have sex with this person or something, there's a chance you would probably have a child. There's something about like being really, how do I put this? Just be careful in that regard, especially, you know, if you don't want a kid or something like that, because I definitely see that that is a possibility with this person. Work through your fears is interesting because I feel like for this is coming through for the 90% of you. It's like this person triggers you to work through certain things that are like trigger points in you, basically. Not in like a super negative way. Like this person's definitely not someone who's just like your mortal enemy, right? I see this person for the 90% of you as someone who's, you're just like, oh, they're kind of annoying. Like they're kind of just flying around all the time. And I just kind of want them to go away. I want to stick to my lifestyle. I don't want them to like get involved. And so with work through your fears, I'm seeing that something that could benefit your connection with this person is to work through your fears about them, if that makes sense. And that could benefit the kind of connection that you have with them. For the 10% of you, with the work through your fears, the people who this is your soulmate, I see this person is helping you deal with your darkest aspects in yourself. You know, I see this, and you guys will know what group you're in. I'm sensing, because it's like with the 90% of you, it's like you won't want to work through these fears. You're going to be like, okay, this is irritating. I don't want to deal with this. Like, I just want I want my piece of the world, and I want you to leave me alone, you know? But then for the other 10% of you, you're gonna really appreciate this. This person's really gonna get inside your soul and kind of help you work through those darker issues in your life. I see once you open up to this person, or once this person opens up to you, once you open up to this person and they open up to you about their traumatic experience, that's where it opens this doorway to work through your darker sides on both of your personalities, basically. So that's really, really cool. I see you guys working through some shadows and stuff, but it being very like cathartic and like a creative process, essentially. Very cool. Let me see if I see anything else before we get into the physical characteristics. I also see that this trickster personality is kind of like a mask that this person puts on, in a sense. It's almost like that's their flirting technique, if that makes sense. That's kind of how it showed up for group one. It's like that's their flirting technique. I see with this 6 of Swords, though, for the 10% of you that get closer to this person and really find that connection, that bond, I feel like with the 6 of Swords here, this person like does slow down when they get intimate, if that makes sense, specifically when they get intimate. And the boat is traveling towards the Empress, which was the card representing beauty here. It's the card representing fertility, and in this particular reading, sexuality. So I feel like they slow down and they're really tender and caring when it comes to intimate moments, if that makes sense. But their kind of trickster vibe is kind of like their social persona or their flirting techniques when they are trying to attract a mate. And like I said, for that 90% of you, it's a total turnoff. And for that other 10% of you, you're like, I found the one. So the reading does go both ways for this connection. Yeah, let's get some physical traits for why they like you. Pull some more. Okay, there we go. We have touch. Okay, this is really interesting. This person loves to touch you. There's something about your aura or your personality or your body that makes them want to touch you. Like they almost like, and that for some of you could get really annoying because they might subtly like touch your hand here or there, touch this part of you or something. You might be like, ew, like get off me. But for others of you, you like melt at their touch. Also walk. They love the way you walk. I'm saying this specifically for the 10% of you, actually. The 10% of you, it's almost like I'm going to put some in the middle and then some over here because I am seeing this for only the 10% of you, that this becomes a connection, a worthwhile connection. It's the walk is really important for those 10% of you. The way you walk or something about how you move is really important. Butt is interesting because that's for both of you. They really like your butt. You might catch them if you turn your back towards them. They might be like looking downwards, like checking your butt out or something like that. Voice. I see that they like, this is another thing that is shared between both of you. I feel like for both parties, they really like your voice. They like the texture of your voice, the tone of your voice. There's something that is alluring about both parties' voices to them. So the 10% and the 90%. And talking. This is something I'm seeing with the 10% of you that get really involved with this person. I feel like this person loves the way you talk and loves the way you express yourself. I feel like with the 90% of you, they probably are desiring you to talk more, but you're probably not. You don't want to talk to them. You don't want to share with them. You're kind of like wanting to avoid them, right? But this person does, for both parties, have a crush on both parties, basically. I know that's kind of meta for this reading. It's like, but there are two different groups coming to this reading, I'm sensing, and there's like, you know, so there's two different ways this could play out, basically. But yeah, for those 10% of you where this is like your soulmate, talking is really important with this person, and they love hearing you talk and communicate. I feel like this sharing, when you guys open up about those past traumas, and really work through your fears together, I feel like talking is a big part of that. Like having conversations and communicating is a really big part of that, and they just love the cathartic aspect of talking with you. This one was kind of laying off the edge of the bowl, so I'm going to take this one too. And this is funny. This is for the 90%. For the 90% of you, something that they really like about you is your eyebrows. They find your eyebrows really alluring, and that's something that they're really like about you guys. Interestingly enough, they like how you move your eyebrows. So, you know, they like how they wiggle or something, or shift or something like that. All right, so I'm going to end the reading there. I really enjoyed reading for you guys. It was a pleasure. If you like this reading, please feel free to like or comment below. If you really enjoyed this reading, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I post pick-a cards like this once every 1 to 2 weeks. With that said, oh wait, one more thing, sorry. For those of you who stuck around, middle of the outro, I was gonna call some zodiac signs. So I'm gonna roll this astro dice to get possible zodiac signs. Doesn't have to be these zodiac signs, but this is just for those of you who want confirmation. So this person could be a Aquarius, this person could be a Scorpio, and this person could be a Pisces. Those are the three that I'm seeing. Back to the outro. Subscribe to the channel if you really like the reading, and I will see you guys in the next pick a card. Goodbye, have a good day or night wherever you are, and yeah, moving on to group 3 with the Tiffany stone. Hey, group 3, this is if you picked the Tiffany stone, this purplish lilac. Is that lilac? Oh my gosh, I'm so bad with colors. Yeah, so purplish stone, violet stone. So let's get into your reading. I'm going to draw an archetype card to get the main gist of this person's energy who has a crush on you guys. Yeah. We're also, I did this for groups 1 and 2, so I'm going to do it for your group. I'm going to pull physical features, and I feel called with companion here to say that kind of like with the physical features, that this deals with physical features too. So let me read this real quick. It says loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. Interesting. I'd be curious what we get for the physical features, because I feel like companion has to do with that, since it flew out right when I was talking about the physical features. This card wants to come out. We have a leg up. And we're going to pull a Moonology card to get the rest of the vibe. This card wants to come out. We have Don't Let Pride. I knew I was going to get this card too. Wow. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay. I'm going to draw some tarot cards. I'm going to do a quick shuffle. Oh, this card wants to come out. We have the 8 of Wands. Wow. This card kind of wants to come out too. We have the Ace of Wands. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Anything else want to come out before I start drawing? Okay, so we have the Three of Swords in reverse. There are some interesting vibes here. I'm going to pull 2 more cards. I am feeling called to only pull 2 more. We have the World and we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys got a little bit less cards than the previous groups, but that does not mean your reading is going to be any less meaningful. I just felt called to pull less cards for this particular reading. So there might not be that much that needs to be said about this person who has a crush on you, or there is going to be a lot to be said, but it's just going to be like all the stuff that I need is right in front of me, basically. So let me look this over. It's so funny how these 9 reverse 9s are coming out to me like in this reading. There is a very specific situation that is coming up in this reading, and I don't know if it applies to all of you, but I'm gonna share it because if it does, you know it does. That's basically what I'm seeing is, for some of you, there is a friend, an old friend that you've been friends with for a while, and they moved away or they moved somewhere, and they've been gone for quite a while, and they're coming back into your life and they're hoping to reconnect with you and also to finally tell you that they love you, or that they are in love with you, or that they have a crush on you and that they've always had a crush on you. And they're kind of, the distance away from you has made them think of you more fondly and kind of remembered you. They've remembered you in a more romantic light, if that makes sense. So this, for a lot of you, there is a companion that you had at one point. You guys were like really close, thick as thieves. I feel like you guys shared a lot. You went through a lot of, not pain, but you went through a lot of healing with this person. So you might have recovered from pain with this person. It wasn't that you guys with this person went through a lot of pain. It's that you kind of, both of you recovered from pain together. Or there was something about you both had some kind of traumatic experience or heartbreak or something like that. And you guys recovered together, basically. I'm seeing that one of the reasons that this person, I'm going to get into the reading for the rest of you guys, but for this particular situation, I feel called to address it really right away. For those of you, this person is coming back into your life, or they're traveling back to you, or they're moving back to you, or visiting you because they have this message they want to share with you. They want to share with you that they had a crush on you, or that they thought you were attractive. And this could range anywhere from them subtly dropping a hint like, oh yeah, like it's great to see you. You know, I was always attracted to you back in the day when we were friends, or I was always attracted to you when we were close, but I never made a move. It might be something like that. Or it might be like a deep confession, like I've loved you for so this long. I really care about you. I really want you. There's something about that kind of aspect to that connection. So that's for some of you. For the rest of you, I'm going to get into the reading now. So this person that is that has a crush on you is a companion of yours. It's someone that you have a really strong bond of friendship with, right? And I feel like this person, like, how do I put this? They line up with your expectations of a romantic partner, but I'm seeing that with Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way, you're almost not seeing it, especially because this is a full moon, right? In Leo, it's like I feel like you're center stage in this friendship connection too. It's like this person kind of like talks to you and focuses on you and dotes on you a little bit. But you're almost like not seeing the romantic potential in the connection, you know? Yeah, I feel like this person also shows their love through companionship instead of through like romantic gestures or getting physically intimate or something like that. But we are seeing a little bit about their connection to you. For some of you, you already have a sexual connection with this person, and they have a crush on you, and it's like you didn't know they liked you. You almost thought this was like a friends with benefits thing, and you were like, maybe you didn't know that they actually had a crush on you too, or that they were kind of interested in a romantic way too. It's like you guys had this kind of friends with benefits, and it was like very casual and chill, and you guys didn't really treat each other in any particular special way, or maybe you kind of wanted to keep it a certain way or something like that. But I'm seeing with them, they kind of like really had feelings, or they actually have a crush on you, or they're kind of caught feelings basically. For those of you who this is just a friendship, this is a friendship where you have not had sex with them and they still are catching feelings for you. The main thing for all of you watching this reading is that they are a friend. They're someone who is already has a strong, close bond with you. You already get along with them very well. You already have like a really strong communication and commitment with them. I see another way to know who this is that has a crush on you with a leg up. This person has helped you significantly in your life. This person has really done a lot for you as far as like, this could be financially, this could be emotionally. I see that you guys have processed some pain together. I see that you guys have kind of helped each other heal through some pretty difficult situations. But for the most part with a leg up, I'm seeing they've helped you in some way. There's some way that they've kind of like nurtured you back to health, or there's some way they've supported you financially. They may have given you a large gift or a big amount of money or something like that. For others of you, this could be something as simple as they helped you get a job, or for others of you, it could be as simple as they give you like free food, or they buy you food, or they buy your coffee or something like that. There could be something along those lines. I see that this person with the 9 of Pentacles is coming out very similar to group 1. They're just sick of being single. They're like sick of being single, and it's sick of being single in a way where they want to share their abundance with someone. They want to share their wealth with someone. This is also very similar to group 1. So I don't know if you guys were drawn to group 1 too, but this is very similar. I feel like there are some main differences though, in that group 1, if I remember correctly, it was someone who wasn't that close with group 1, if that makes sense. And this person is actually like really close. They're a companion of yours and they have a crush on you, right? With the World card, I am seeing that this person feels like you complete them in some way, shape, or form. They feel really connected and committed to you. They feel like you're the end goal, basically. Like this is a deep crush for a lot of you. And they really respect you. They really like you. I see respect here with the full moon in Leo. With the eight of Wands card, I feel like one way you can know that this person is, you guys have a pretty good connection, is you have a really good back and forth with your banter and your wittiness, essentially. And maybe wittiness is the wrong word. It's just like how you guys communicate. It's like really quick back and forth. I feel like jokes are really good. Conversation's really good. You share a lot of ideas together that are really fascinating to the other one. And also this is kind of reminding me of Cupid's arrow, because these are just sticks being thrown through the air. And so I'm imagining like an arrow like flying from Cupid's bow. And I feel like Cupid has shot you guys with about 8 arrows, and to make you fall in love back with this person. And it's like the universe is saying, like giving you the nudge, like you can like them too. Like this is your person. Like feel free to indulge in a romantic relationship. But I feel like a lot of you with this full moon in Leo card where it says don't let pride get in your way, you are kind of in this state of pride. Like, no, this person's just a friend. I don't want to get involved like that. Like, I'm not ready. I don't want to lose the connection. You know, we already have such a good thing. And I also feel like there is a sense of you guys, you might feel like this person is, how do I say this? There might be something, especially because we have Leo here, it's like there might be some kind of social component, like social status component that keeps you from being with this person. So for example, this person, I mean, it could be anything. It really could be that this person's from a different culture than you. It could be that this person's a different like background, or this person has different like financial status than you or something like that. It could be anything, but there's something, a barrier that like is stopping you from making a connection with this person. And for a lot of you, it's just the friendship, right? It's just the fact that, you know, this person is a friend and you want to keep them as a friend or something like that. But with, but there have been a lot of signs, right? Like, I feel like the universe is sending you a lot of signs that this person, you are compatible with them. You could get romantic with them. It is an option. It is a possibility. And this is kind of just another sign from the universe saying like, hey, this person is still on the table. With Ace of Wands here, if you're worried about how the sex would be with this person, it would be fire. It would be good. Ace of Wands is like a positive card for a good sexual relationship. And for others of you, I mean, the people of you that have this person as a friends with benefits, there could be something along the lines of just kind of making a commitment. I think sometimes that can be really hard for a lot of us, especially when we have something that's really a good thing, and kind of knowing that someone has a crush on us could be that final stage that kind of is like, yeah, I want to make that commitment. And I feel like for some of you watching this, that's a scary word, which is okay. Like, a lot of us can't, or don't want to like make a commitment at a certain point in our lives, right? But the universe is just saying that like this person is there. You have that option. If you want to commit to them, you can. With the World card, they're saying that this person is, and the thing is, you guys probably know this too. It's like this is almost as good as it gets, if that makes sense. Like this is kind of that perfect relationship. It's just that maybe you're not in the right place to commit, or there is like maybe like a status thing, like a very superficial kind of thing that, okay, I don't mean to say superficial because I feel like it's not superficial to you guys, but there is something that's getting in the way of this connection forming into a more romantic or intimate place. And so I know the cards are like urging you to be like, okay, go for it, but it is really truly up to you. I mean, I'm a firm believer in that. So if you don't want to go for this connection, don't go for it. I'm just giving you the signs that this is kind of like a thing the universe is sending you for like a very strong romantic companion, someone who's a friend and a lover at the same time. You can kind of have the best of both worlds with this connection is what I'm saying. And plus this person's helped you out so much. They're really like doing the most for you. I feel like this person's always been there, if that makes sense. It's kind of that, this kind of connection is like in movies a lot, where there's like the best friend who's always been there, and then they start dating and they find out they truly are like into each other. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this connection. Let me see if I see anything else. I see also one of the reasons also why this might be like, shocking to you guys right now is because maybe in the past you've talked to this person about them having romantic feelings for you and they were like, oh no, I don't have romantic feelings. I am seeing one of the reasons why they are getting a crush on you right now. And maybe one of the reasons that, oh my gosh, that could be one of the reasons why you turned them down in the first place is because they said they were just friends with you when you actually liked them. And so you don't want to like let down your pride to like ask them again. But one thing that I am seeing right here is with them, they've grown attached to you in that way, and it's kind of stirred up some sexual feelings as well. And with the 9 of Pentacles here in reverse, it's also indicating that they're just so tired of being single, if that makes sense. That's kind of one of the reasons. And I know that's not a good reason, it's like they should just really, if they like you, they like you, But one of the reasons is that they're kind of tired of being single and they're looking at you in this new way of like, I really don't want to give too much advice on like what you guys should do. I just kind of want to present the information to you guys and then you guys can deal with it as you will. But yeah, I did set the intention at the beginning of this reading for romantic connection. So keep that in mind. This person does have some romantic feelings for you. For a lot of you, there's like, what I'm seeing for most of you, there's kind of like this trifecta here, right? It's like for the first group that I mentioned right at the beginning of the reading, there's this element of time and being away from a person and kind of like fantasizing and being like, man, I had a great connection with them. Like we had such a strong friendship. That's who I want as a life partner. That's who I want as a romantic partner. So when they're coming back to see you, they're coming back to tell you like, over the time that I have not been around, I've had developed a crush on you because all the memories I have of us are perfect. All the things that we went through were perfect. We were like the best of buds. We were the best of friends. And like, I want that for a future partner of mine, right? So that's for some of you. They're kind of like coming to that realization. For others of you, this person has had this kind of secret crush on you for a while, and they're kind of just like biding their time, if that makes sense. Like, and then for the others of you where this is, you guys have explored a sexual connection and the sex is pretty good, and you guys have that strong sense of friendship. They're just looking to tie down that last little bit of like bringing in the romantic component, right? Bringing in that kind of sense of commitment. Commitment's coming through really strongly. And with don't let pride get in the way, I'm seeing that that's kind of the one advice that's coming through to you, that if you want to kind of pursue this connection, don't let status or like get in the way of kind of like how you feel about this person, if that makes sense. There might be something, there could be something with family too, like, or could even be an age thing, like maybe this person's too young for you or too old for you or something like that. And there's kind of like a sense of, there's kind of some kind of sense of, I don't know if it's shame. I don't know what the right word is. It's because we have pride here. It's like, I'm gonna pull physical traits. I'm gonna wrap that reading up right there. I'm gonna pull physical traits and see what they physically enjoy about you. And let's see, we've got back. They really like your back. They like your makeup. So if you wear makeup or you do your own makeup or how you do your designs on your makeup, they really like that. They think that you accentuate your face really nicely with the makeup that you do. Yeah. For the hair, I feel like they like the way you style your hair. Again, the artist side's coming out, where it's like they like how you decide to dress or do things like that. For some of you, they might actually help you pick out outfits or something like that, or they might help you like dress before like a night out or something like that. Taste is an interesting one for probably the ones of you that have gotten kind of on an intimate level or romantic level with this person. The taste is really important to them. Like the way you taste when you guys are like making love or something like that is really something that is alluring to them. Oh, and I also got this for those of you who have that person who's at a very distant from you and they're traveling back to see you. They have this thing where it's like, you left a certain taste in my mouth that like I really find tantalizing. So it's like there's kind of this vibe of an aftertaste, is kind of like a metaphor for what's going on with them that's coming through. With hands, they really enjoy your hands. There's something about, I'm going to be honest, I'm getting delicate hands. They like that you have delicate hands. There's something very sensual about your hands as well. Yeah, let's see what else we got. We have voice too. They really like your voice. I'm hearing that it's funny as I'm saying myself, right? I'm saying like because I use ums when I'm like thinking of the next thing to say, you know. But I'm seeing that you guys might actually say a lot too, or you might have pauses in your voice or something like that, or you might make like a gurgling sound. That's not the right word. You might make some kind of sound with your voice in between speech or talking, or between saying certain things to someone else, or like sound effects or something like that. Or maybe you make animal noises, or maybe you make little voices, or even if you do like little like character voices or something like that, like you imitate voices or different voices in other people. They really like that. They think it's like really hilarious or funny or entertaining, basically. Okay, so before we wrap up the reading, I am going to I'm going to roll one astro dice to get zodiac signs for this person. Doesn't have to be these zodiac signs, but this is just to add confirmation for those of you watching who need that confirmation. So let's roll the zodiac signs and see what zodiac signs come up for them. We have Aries. They could be an Aries. We also have Taurus. They could be a Taurus. We also have Virgo, and I feel drawn to draw one more. And we also have Sagittarius. So those are the 4 zodiac signs that this person could be. I'm going to wrap the reading up there. I really enjoyed reading for you guys today. This was a really lovely one. Sometimes it can be uncomfortable to hear news of like, oh my gosh, my friend likes me, you know? So thank you for bearing with me. And yeah, I wish you guys all the best. Whatever you decide, it really is up to you. Like, you don't have to, I feel like this person would be just as content not making anything the next step. Like, they're just content as things are, right? Like, no matter what, you guys are content with how things are. I'm just saying that if you wanted to take that step, it'll probably move in a pretty positive direction. So with that said, I'm going to end the reading. If you guys enjoyed this reading, please like or comment below. If you really enjoyed this reading, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I post pick a cards like this once every 1 to 2 weeks. With that said, that was the last group for today. So we'll see you guys in the next pick a card, and goodbye, sayonara, peace out.